What up, everybody? Welcome to another Geek Culture Congress live from my in-laws' house. It's Christmas Eve edition of Geek Culture Congress here with my good friend Mr. Tarek Lewis. And Tarek, can you believe it? It's been 400 episodes, my friend.
I
We
cannot
have
believe it. I don't
passed
know
the
how many I
threshold.
missed, but I know you haven't missed that many.
It's wild, man. Let us know if we're coming in loud and clear here because we are on wireless systems here. At least I am. Anyway. Um, Welcome everybody. Here we talk everything geek, nerd. Hope everyone's having a great, excellent Christmas Eve. And usually I have like a timeline or topics that we're going to talk about, Tarek. And yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and I've been drinking. So, what do
Yes.
you want to talk about today, other than Skeleton Crew? What else? Superman trailer, man. The sensational Superman teaser trailer has hit. We're going to talk about that. How do you feel about the Superman trailer? What's your thoughts?
I actually really liked it, man. I thought it was
Yeah,
dope. I
yeah,
thought it was dope. I thought it was intriguing enough
really.
for a teaser trailer type deal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always
Did you like
diabolical
the
to wear something on the outside like that, but Superman costumes have always been a little flagrant. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
uh, the explanation that um I don't know if James Gunn gave that the explanation was that the reason why the 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 outfit looks like that is because Superman doesn't want kids to be scared of him. So that's why he got that kind of like wrestler kind of look. You know?
Yeah. That's
Does that
fine.
make sense? Yeah,
I'm
you
cool.
accept that?
No, as long as the movie looks
Yeah,
good. I
yeah,
would say Nicholas
I,
Hoult looks good as Lex Luthor.
yeah. I think it looks really good. Um, I like the. I know that was a sticking point for Joey. The dog. You know.
Oh, that would look awful.
Yeah, you know, feeling the dog.
No, I was not feeling the dog. The dog
No.
looked. I get it. It's that looked awful. I was hoping crypto would be like a quick little thing in there, but it was not. I thought like, oh, he'll be like just one little moment. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the thing. This dog is saving Superman's life.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's up, Ashley? What's up, Mark and Urich? Socks is here. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having an excellent Christmas. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the live show. This is an impromptu Geek Culture Congress podcast because we haven't done one in a while, and we need to talk about all this stuff, man. The Superman trailer is wild. Um, I enjoyed it. Did you like the beginning, that showing of Superman, a vulnerable, beating up Superman? Did you like
Yeah,
that presentation? The kind of like you know what do you
the
think James Gunn is
fetal
trying to
position
say with
Superman
with
thing.
that whole beginning?
I call that fetal position Superman. Yeah, yeah. I actually did like it because it's like,
Yeah,
yo, the problem with Superman is he's overpowered.
right,
You know what I mean? The problem has always been he's an overpowered dude.
right,
So
right.
yeah, show him in some fragile points, so we got at least a little bit of fear that like something's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm all
Oh, I think some. All right, cool. Well, we got the dog hater is here in the building. He's gonna let us know how he felt about the Superman teaser trailer right now.
Oh,
Welcome to Joey Franchise.
the dog head. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just trying to connect my headset real quick.
Oh no, it's all good.
You feel
Let
me?
us know. Let us know how you really feel about Superman's
crypto.
dog friend that gave him a ride home.
Well, you know what? All right. These ain't working. But you know what? I'm not a fan at all of the dog. That's right. I wouldn't per se say dog hater because I am myself a dog owner. Um, it's just I just feel like they're cramming so much into this Superman movie.
Yeah.
And listen, I get like, and I admire James Gunn. You know, he takes a lot of like real life aspects and like stuff that he
Mhm.
sees in life and his life experiences, and he incorporates it in the movies that he writes.
Right.
But I don't know if we're ready for like a dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to. I mean,
He
listen.
is
I'm
not feeling the dog at all, boy. I tell you, man.
well. It's
The
already. He
dog,
already.
the dog literally came to the rescue there. Take me home.
I like. They started it off right. So they started off dope. He had that little Goku. You know,
Uh huh.
shot there. You know what I mean, with him laying bloody in the snow. But
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be like it's colorful, but it's kind of dark. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's always been James Gunn's tone on a lot of movies. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they're always like bright. They feel bright, but they're also like have like some dark tone to it, like as far as like dialogue and and the scenes that he shoots. But then you got the
Right.
dog popping out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh my god, here we go. And I mean, I've asked a few people, and they're not a fan of the dog stuff. It's like you already got to explain one Kryptonian. Like now like you got to explain the origin of the dog. And
It could have been like they did in what they do in there was one story that he was an experiment. He escaped from Lex Luthor
yeah,
experiment or something. Yeah,
yeah. There's one there. There
they do
was
it
one
that
of
way.
the Russians
Mm-hmm.
uh, experimenting with like Kryptonian tech and trying it on the
Yeah,
dog, and
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
something, or like the dog came from Krypton in another pod, and they just at some point like met. It's weird. It's just too much. So I wanna be a fan of the Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna like we're starting all over again. It's a whole new
Mm-hmm.
DC experience that we're gonna get with James Gunn. I wanna. I know he's a fan of ensemble cast and incorporating animals and a lot of his stuff. But bro, I just want to vibe with this Superman and see what we got because they got to hit it out the park. This is gonna set the tone for everything DCU. And not that I don't have faith in James Gunn's storytelling. I think the dog will make sense at some point. It's just I'm just not a fan of just seeing all this stuff. It's just too much going on, and I'm just trying to understand the vibe of this Superman, Clark Kent. You know what I mean? Introducing everybody else around his life. Like, I mean, other than Lois, I really don't care. I just want to vibe out with those two. You know what I mean? Because they pretty much are like, yin and yang. Um, so yeah, I just I like the trailer though. Don't get me wrong. I do have like some questions. Um, I know superheroes already exist in this universe. You got Mr. Terrific. You got Hawk Girl. We see in the trailer. Also the Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. My man with the bowl cut and everything. There's a lot of interesting stuff to pick apart in this movie, and you can't. It's like you don't like stuff, but then you also like certain stuff. So, we just have to wait and see when it drops in July. Or we get better footage, a better idea what the story is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, well, you're never gonna get story beats in the teaser trailer. So you
yeah,
know,
you're just it's left up for question. You're just getting to look at what they got cooking.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wonder. I the first time I really remember massive changes based off of a trailer or a look was Sonic, the very first Sonic, where like we saw that Sonic and people were like, "Hell no!" And then they made all these changes. And I wonder if studios are more inclined to that now. Like, yo, let's just put out this thing, see what people say, and then we can make some changes if we have
Yeah,
to. We know Brave New
Oh
World
man,
has
I
gotten
think
reshoot, so I think I'm okay with it, but I am with Joe. The more he speaks about it, like the dog, like now if it all ties in and it's like Brainiac is the villain in this, and it's just it's just a lot. But it is possibly from a Superman story that was an age of Superman that was pretty popular. But it is a lot of characters, and I thought we might have learned from that by Black
right.
Adam. Black Adam wasn't bad, but it was a lot of
a
characters
lot of
and
characters.
Shazam
Mm-hmm.
splitting the powers the very first movie, and then that's just too much. So we'll see how he does that. We'll see. We'll just see.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I think it's interesting. I need to see more, but I'm cool with everything that I saw. I think it's going to be more like it's going to be like a Superman that has to interact with all these different characters, you know, and be uh, that high standard of superhero. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the challenges of keeping up with that. I think that that's going to be no matter what they do in this movie. That's going to be one of the main pieces of Superman and the way he interacts with this DCU going forward. You know, I think
I
that's going
think
to
it's
be
gonna be
the
like
challenge.
Superman, Batman Begins kind of
Hmm.
style Superman.
No.
That's what I'm thinking this is gonna be.
Okay.
Where he's kind of learning the ropes. And yeah, the Green
Right.
Lantern, he looks
Well,
corny, but he looks corny in the
I don't
comic
think.
book. I'm
I
okay
think he
with
knows
that.
the ropes. He's beaten a bunch of people before. You know. I think he's been around for a while. Like you know, I think it's going to be a Superman that's like, you know, now I got to deal with this Green Lantern guy that's got this super power team, and he's always trying to help me and mess stuff up. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah,
like you know things like that. You know, I think that
yeah,
there's going to be a lot of interesting interactions. Things that we're used to reading in comic books, but we haven't quite seen in this kind of presentation. You know?
yeah. James Gunn has a thing for kaiju's, man.
Yeah, he
You
does.
see him in Suicide Squad. He's got a thing. He's
He
got a
did.
thing for
He
that.
did.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's his thing. Go ahead and tell us. Did you see Sonic 3, Tarek? Was it on
I
your
did not.
high
I did.
watch? Me and Joey watched it, and very good movie, man. It's making all the money now, right now in the box office. Joey, what do you think?
I was impressed. I think they're doing really good. I think Jim Carrey is found his lane right now.
Mm.
Um, and I love it because we're getting like vintage Carrey and like kids who weren't around for The Mask and Ace Ventura, and all that. Him just ruling over the early '90s. Are getting to experience the vibe that he brought. Obviously it's more of a kid friendly. I think this third one is more of a teenage movie. I think the Sonic movies are growing, like they're growing with their audience.
Mm.
It feels a lot more darker. Like my kid's 3 years old, and we watched Sonic One, Sonic Two. She loves them equally. We even watched the Knuckles show. She likes that. We got to Sonic 3, she couldn't sit through it. It just really it was a little bit darker for a kid her age. You know what I mean? And that's when I can tell like the tone of these movies are starting to go more teenage and just in a more like subtle dark, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Um and just a little bit more mature. They're growing with their audience. So I liked it a lot. I thought the Shadow character was awesome. It was something really cool that I feel like kids can enjoy and like adults also. I thought it gave it another layer to the Sonic story, and I think they kept a really good balance too. Just based off of what it was based off of the actual video game, with Robotnik's grandfather, where they have he has his granddaughter with him.
Yeah,
Shadow relationship with that granddaughter. Unfortunate events happen, and you have your story, you have your motive for why Shadow's doing what he's doing, why the grandfather Robotnik is doing what he's doing. And Jim Carrey did an amazing job playing both characters, doing the Nutty Professor thing.
bro. Let
I mean,
let me tell you, bro. I think they just point the camera at Jim Carrey and they're like, "What do you want to do?"
yeah, really, and that's what
Yeah,
I love about it. I feel like Jim Carrey just really has control of how he's portraying Robotnik and how he wants to do it. And I think it was his idea to want to play both roles. And
yeah.
I mean, how you gonna tell Jim Carrey no? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. You're gonna just point and shoot. That's it. But yeah, definitely. Right. Let's put it this way: my 3-year-old grandson loved the movie. He doesn't know diddly jack about Sonic or any of the backstory or anything. So there you go.
I'll be
Um,
honest. I was not going to see this in the theaters. This is a theater worthy film.
Absolutely, yeah.
uh, if you don't though, I wouldn't feel bad about it, Tarek. So if
Hmm.
you catch it later on streaming, I wouldn't feel bad. But it is a good watch in the theaters.
Yeah,
Okay.
and listen, man, you play these video games, bro, and you understand Team Sonic, and yeah, listen, they touch all that, man. Like they give you all that, and they're executing the video game and doing the video game justice. I mean, we just talked about how when the first one came out, the internet destroyed it when they got the teaser trailer. and they, ever since then,
Yeah.
it's just been positive and it's been
Hmm.
awesome. I
Hmm.
can't wait to see
And
more, and
there's
you get
and,
more,
and there's
and
gonna be a 4.
yeah,
Yeah. There's
they're
gonna
bringing
be more.
all the characters. They even brought like man, they even alluded to like an old, Sonic what was it? Old Sonic enemies or Robotnik tech
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
That like I don't want to give too much away because I know Tarek wants to
Yeah.
see it, but I definitely give the movie a solid like 8 out of 10. It was
Wow.
enjoyable. No, it
Okay.
was enjoyable. They've been doing really good with these Sonic movies, man. I love it. And I'm hyped for more.
I definitely enjoyed the previous too. So
Oh, there you go. So you're gonna
Keanu
love
Reeves
it.
is
You're gonna
super,
get a kick
yeah.
out of it.
bro. I mean,
Yeah.
you got Keanu Reeves as Shadow, bro, and he's giving you, the John Wick vibes too with it, and he has the, Shadow keeps the gun. He's got the motorcycle, all things that
Yeah.
every Keanu Reeves is known for. Riding motorcycle,
Hmm.
John Wick stuff. So
Hmm.
it was perfect.
Now I don't know after Shadow, I don't know any more characters.
Who's the
Like I
character?
know
No,
Knuckle,
I don't
Shadow.
think it
I know there's a
matters.
female character.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know
after
too many
Shadow,
characters after this, so I don't know what part 4 is going to be like. But I don't spoil it.
well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's somebody who's really close to Sonic. So I mean, obviously, so
Yeah. Okay. All right.
but
All
it's
right.
good. We saw that. Did you see Craven?
I did see Craven.
Have we talked about Craven?
Oh, I think we should talk about Craven. We have to, oh, Joey, I forgot to tell you that we've passed 400 episodes here, Geek Culture Congress. So
Bravo.
yes, yes,
Big
yes,
O,
yes.
big
And
O O
when we
O.
hit the when we hit the big 500, we'll do something. I don't know.
Hmm.
Let's
Maybe
do a
we'll do a
giveaway,
live
man. Let's try
show.
to figure something out. We gotta do like a
Let's
giveaway.
let's
Get everybody
do a
tapped in.
live show in a movie theater or something. I don't know.
I'm with
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, we got
Or we should do a
everybody.
Comic Con again. There we go. We should do a panel at a Comic Con again, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll kick around some ideas.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to 500 episodes. But let's talk about. I feel like we talked about. Well, I think we talked about with
We
different
got to talk about
people.
just really because we saw Craven.
Yeah, Craven. It's not as bad as Madam Web and Morbius, but I'd say
Yeah.
it probably it's hard to defeat. I'd say it's hard to say it's better than Venom 3. I'd say and Venom 2. And I'd say Venom is the first Venom is probably the superior movies of all the Sony stuff, and that's it. Like, I feel like I give it a 3 out of 5, but I really wanted to give it a 2.5 out of 5 because it's got some cringy stuff in it, man. It's got some cringy lines, redubbed lines in it. And you're just like, what? But it does have some good stuff to it. Like, there's some good action. I think everybody tried to take it serious. As far as the acting side of stuff. So.
If this would have come out after Venom, rather than Venom 2 and Madam Web and all that,
Mhm.
people will feel a little better about the Sony universe. Even though it's cheesy and the dialogue is bad, Aaron
Yeah.
Taylor Johnson plays a very, very good Craven. And because it's violent, like they don't hold back on that, it would have made a great
Right.
contrast. But that's all over. He's out.
Thank God.
Hopefully he'll be James Bond. I wish the best for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be getting them James Bond checks.
Yeah, I really hope that he does get the James Bond. I think he really showed out in Craven. Sony doesn't get the actors wrong. They just have a bad story with these good actors.
Yeah.
I liked Jared Leto as Morbius. I liked the Tom Hardy as Venom. Man, I wasn't even that. I mean, I wasn't that crazy about Dakota Johnson as Madam Web, but whatever. The movie was just doomed to begin with. But
well, it's
everything's
done.
Yeah, it's all done. Thank God. I didn't. I sure as hell wasn't a fan of the movie going into it. But it's one of those movies that's so bad that I don't mind watching it again. Like it's so bad, but it's cool bad because it's like that.
Yeah, it's not. It's entertaining. It's not. It's not that it's. Oh, sorry. It's not that it's not entertaining. It's very entertaining, but it's
There's
not
a
a
lot
very
of
well done movie.
Yeah, it's a WTF. A lot of WTF fight scenes. Like, bro, like the fight scenes were gruesome, dude. Like, I don't think we really seen a Marvel movie like this gruesome. Like you think Deadpool, like Deadpool, it's right there, like it's right underneath Deadpool. You know what I mean? With the
Yeah,
and the blood and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I think, but the only thing that bothers me is the waste of characters, the waste of villains. I mean, I kind of liked the
I
idea
the,
with
ch- the chameleon, the way it was presented and everything. I
it
liked
was
all that.
presented good, but I feel
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
yeah.
you wasted the character. Now you set up, they
yeah,
set up at the end. You get to see what he looks like, and it's comic book
Mm.
accurate, and it's
Yeah,
like, okay,
they
cool,
trashed it.
but what are we gonna do with it? Like
yeah.
you just wasted a villain.
No,
And
they
then
trashed it.
and
They
It would
another
have
trashed
good
been
it.
great.
actor, the kid who was in Gladiator 2 was playing Chameleon. So it's like,
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, like you're wasting away characters right here. And then Rhino, had a short-lived moment with that fight scene. Um, you know, I'm just glad it's over.
Mm.
It's a rewatchable movie just for the fact that Aaron Taylor Johnson's decent. The fight scenes are cool. Um, yeah, and I'm just happy that the Sony finally came to their senses and said, "All right, we're gonna stop doing these stuff."
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, watch this crazy pivot, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Leto cast as Skeletor in the live-action He-Man movie.
I can see
That's
it.
gonna be it. That's gonna be an odd method acting session there, Tarek.
I don't think that's a bad casting at all.
No,
I,
It sounds on brand, to be honest with you.
yeah,
yeah,
It sounds on brand for sure.
I think that's a good casting. To be honest
yeah.
with you, I'm
I'm not.
okay with that.
The 80s are back. What do you say, guys? You know, or we
I
need to
don't know
see
if
a
they ever
trailer
let us
first.
watch Transformers movies and we were watching Sonic. We just talked about
Oh yeah,
Sonic.
there you go.
Right?
So
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Oh,
we're
yeah.
clearly
Sonic is Sonic
waiting
more 90s. Sonic is more.
more
Sonic
90s.
90s, early
More
90s.
90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
90s. But like you got Voltron on the way, bro. So it's like
Out of
Yeah.
Eddie's
Voltron,
back, bro.
I got confidence in Voltron. I don't know why,
Well, Henry
or maybe
Cavill,
it's just wishful thinking. Henry Cavill, baby.
the Calvarine.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Um.
they got Jared Leto as Skeletor, Sam Wilson as Trapjaw. They have Goatman, Triclops, Allison Brie as Evil Lynn, and Idris Elba as Man at Arms.
I did
Wow,
see the Alison Brie as Evil, and I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So that'll be good. I mean, well, it'll make some money. I don't know if these kids know about He-Man, but there's been a couple of He-Man iterations that
No,
have
yeah, no, and then they had those animated shows by Kevin Smith on Netflix. I mean, kids been getting into some He-Man. Sure,
Well, all these toys
why
are
not?
coming back. You just saw I just saw Batman. The DC's doing Batman reissued toys from the Michael Keaton, uh, Val Kilmer toy. They're reissuing the toys like they did with the Ninja Turtles. Like I got this. Like this is a reissued '88.
Hmm.
Donatello.
Oh,
I found
I seen a crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and
$10.
He-Man toys.
Yo, this was
Yeah,
$10, bro.
did
Oh
you
yeah.
see the Turtles and He-Man crossover stuff?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, that's pretty dope. So yeah, I mean, the '80s is back, bro. Like I mean.
You can
And
tell that's
all these kids are gonna get in tune with like all these old, like the OG toys. They're getting all reissued.
Yeah.
And things. So that's really
you
cool.
can tell that's old school because back in the old school, like when the Donatello was a different color, like some of the turtles they were slightly different
No.
colors.
So I ended up finding Donatello and Michelangelo. And Michelangelo's that really
Yeah.
green,
He's got
that deep green. Yeah, these are really cool, bro. This brings me back to my childhood, bro. Like I remember having all these. I'm still trying.
man.
I'm still trying to collect Leonardo and Raphael, but yeah, this is a really cool
Oh,
pickup. Tell me,
yeah,
Walmart, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
I had a Raphael toy. He threw it on the roof. I think it's still on that roof.
There you go. Well, we're still on the 80s. Are we watching Goonies in space? Skeleton Crew, Star Wars, in their latest show. Have you guys been watching it? No, yes.
Ace.
It's practically Goonies in space.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what
Skeleton.
Crew.
Skeleton
No,
Crew.
I still haven't tapped into Skeleton Crew yet. I have been watching though. I've been watching. I just started watching What If. I'm like episode.
Oh yeah, we got a new season of What If. I was watching the first episode, the mech episode. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I mean, the What
It was
If stuff.
alright.
The What If stuff is like they should really call it like WTF. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because bro, like they're
Well,
really,
why not?
they're
Why
doing-
not?
Yeah, why not? Let's just. And it's crazy because what I was, it's funny. I was talking to Rich about this earlier when we were playing online. I'm like,
Where is Rich anyway? He's supposed to be here. What's
oh,
going on?
he's in the streets, bro. He's in
He's in the
the street.
streets. Oh God.
Yeah, I saw the group chat. He's like, "Oh, we hanging out tonight? What's going on?" Somebody asked if we're hanging out tonight. He's like, "Yo, I'm down." So
Yeah.
he's in
Oh
the street.
wow.
Yeah.
But like, I was telling him earlier, I was like, man, like they just literally take these characters, and it's not like the characters we really want to see. Like, respectfully, bro, I don't want to see 1,000 episodes of Peggy Carter as Captain America, Captain Britain. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ah,
It's like, oh, you guys thought this was cool. Wait till we do this, and we'll give you
yeah.
all of it. Let's give you more and
I'm
more.
gonna drag it out. I'm gonna watch one episode, take a break, watch another episode, take a break.
I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I'm gonna
like
do with the
binge
season.
watch it or like just have it on in the background and just go through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching it every day.
Yeah, I just went through it.
I'm watching it every day. Every day it comes
Every
out.
day?
I'm watching.
Every day watching episodes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Tarek. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, the animation is cool, but I'm just not a fan of the stories. I think they're just like doing the most. I don't think it needs to be an insane amount of seasons or episodes at that. Maybe like 5 episodes tops. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Go through like 9 of these joints, 10 of these joints. Like, nah, I can't do all that. And and I'm just getting tired of Jeffrey Wright's voice. Him, like, you know what I mean?
He wasn't he the one that's supposed to direct the first Ant-Man movie
I don't know.
back in the day?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
He was supposed
might
to
be wrong.
direct it, you said?
I thought he wasn't he the one that's supposed to direct the first Ant-Man movie?
No, he's
No,
an
I don't
actor,
think so.
dude.
Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think Jeffrey
My
Wright
facts are wrong. My names
Yeah.
are wrong.
I'm not a fan of it.
But yeah, so I'm 3 episodes in to the new what if. I guess there's one coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, they come out every day.
Yeah, and it's not a yeah, I'm with Joey on that. It's like, yo, y'all are doing too much. The mech suit thing with the secondary Avenger type characters.
Hulk using gamma radiation to breed off another version of himself. Spawns off more.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I get it, bro. Like, they use What If to kind of just extend their their universe and storytelling, and it's like, bro, like, do we really need a kaiju Hulk? Like,
yeah,
it was very Pacific Rimmy.
And the thing is, we know that they're going to try to tie this all in at the end.
Right.
Did all the mechs like combine like a Voltron style at the end of the episode too?
Yeah.
That was right.
They were going Voltron, Power Ranger, Pacific Rim, Godzilla, all in one.
Thank you, Socks. Thank you. I had the names wrong. They're two different rights. Thank you, Socks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got your rights wrong.
I got my rights wrong.
But let me say,
no, go ahead.
To shift off, for a cartoon that's really kicking ass right now is Creature Commandos. I like that a lot.
Okay, yeah. See that? I was forgetting about Creature Commandos, but it's pretty interesting. The last episode I watched was the GI robot one.
Yeah, that one was good, and then the next one is a weasel one on the
weasel one.
Okay.
Tug at the heartstrings a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, man. I
really?
watch
Yeah.
Definitely tug at the heart.
Tug at the heartstrings. I'm like, yo, Creature Commandos is dope. Creature Commandos is really dope.
No,
it gives me hope. Yeah, it's interesting. It gives me hope for what's gonna come for the DCU. So
yeah, and it helps with the whole Superman trailer too. So it's like, okay, Creature Commandos is kicking ass, and it's already tying in, Superman and Wonder Woman, and alluding to his Batman in the DCU. I think we got a shot at Green Arrow, all through Cersei's. Like, you haven't seen it yet, Steve. I think there's like previews of it, but Cersei has her vision. She can see she has that precognitive power, and she shares it with a Waller, and she sees like the bigger picture of what's to come, and in that we see like a dying, like all the Justice League just dying on like.
Oh yeah, just spoil the episode for me, Joey. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'm just kidding, Joey. I don't care.
That was for vision.
It's in a preview.
It's a preview. Which is weird. So, speaking of Creature Commandos, the Clayface movie that's supposed to come out, is a weird move, I think, for James Gunn and DC.
Yeah, I don't get that, but okay, whatever.
Very weird.
Yeah,
it's like when you think they're on like okay, it's making sense. It's making sense to me. And then it's like, okay, you're doing a Clayface movie. Why? Not even the biggest Batman Rogues Gallery guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
he's Clayface.
Yeah.
he's
I
like
find it odd.
he's like a C list, if
Yeah.
that. You know what I
I
mean?
find it
Like
really odd.
to me, he's
So,
C
but
list.
whatever.
Like I'd rather see someone kill a croc over Clayface. I'd rather see a
Mm.
killer croc over.
No, but the same thing could have been said about all those. If it was a Killer Croc movie, if it was a freaking
But these
I don't know,
movies need to be movies. They need
uh,
to be series, dude. If you're gonna try to go through rogues galleries and kind of story build and world build,
right,
like they did with Penguin, man. Like at first, I thought it was like I'm not a fan of like villains and the heroes that fight them not being in it. You know what I mean? But Penguin made sense. He lived in his own world in a certain part of Batman's world where it's like that mafia
Yeah,
uh, that mafia world. That was really cool, and the way they built around that story. I mean, yo, my girl loves that loves that show. You know what I mean? Like that was cool world building within that
yeah,
realm.
hmm
It's like there's other Batman villains that you can explore, and it gets you hyped to see. Hey, I'm down to see a series of the next Batman villain to rise. You know what I mean?
but
yeah,
I will say this: prior to Bane, I thought Clayface was like one of the tougher Batman villains. Like as far as like
He
he
was
could fight
nasty.
other superheroes. You
He
know what
was
I
he
mean?
nasty
kind
in
of,
the
and
he was nasty in the
just going
animated series.
from going off the animated show, like the Clayface character, like morphs, evolves into this big gigantic monster.
Yeah,
By the time by the fourth or fifth time you see him, you know what I mean, as an
yeah,
adversary for Batman. So in the beginning, it's like very simple, and then it just keeps on evolving, evolving, evolving. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm all for Clayface in the animated stuff. I thought he was great in the classic animated series. Like he was
Yeah.
oh
badass.
yeah,
But to see a live, and I get his backstory. He's like a failed actor, or
hmm
yeah.
there's like two different storylines about him, I
hmm
guess. But
I like that the grounded Clayface they did in the other animated Batman that came out recently.
was that
Oh,
yeah
the
the
Cape
prime one?
Crusader.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
Cape Crusader. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was cool.
Yeah.
But
I have been
I'd rather
watching. I
see
don't
it.
know if you
I'd
guys.
rather see it in Batman 2. I rather my bad. I'd rather see him in Batman 2 and him with another
Mm.
high level villain.
Right, and that's what there's talk about doing a Penguin season 2. I kind of don't want that. I kind of
Not
just
me
want him to
either.
be in a
I really,
Batman
I
movie.
really hope they don't do that because I think that's gonna be
Yeah,
whack.
Absolutely.
But
I
let's
I
see.
have been watching this show, Secret Level. I
Yeah,
think it's called
I
on
heard it's
Amazon
really good.
Prime.
I think I heard of
Yeah,
that.
I heard it's really good, but really
Based on
short.
all the video games.
That's on Amazon.
It's on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Yep.
Yeah.
It's I think it's like, let me see how many episodes of it. I want to say there's 12 episodes, but they're all out. They came out 6 at a time.
Oh damn.
So I'm sorry, there's 15 episodes. And they came out 6 or 7 at a time. Great show. Highly recommend watching Secret Level. I don't even game like that, but the storytelling on it is dope. Each episode's probably about like 25, 30 minutes long. The Mega Man one in particular is like an amazing episode. It's that weird type of animation that you would see like the Resident Evil animated
hmm
movie. It's that
Yeah,
type of animation, but man,
I'm gonna check
it,
it out.
it was a
You're the
great
second
show.
person that told me that was really good. So
Yo, it's so
So
good. It's so good. If you guys time off, I know you guys don't have as much time off as me, but if you get some time off, check out a few episodes. I don't know what games they're all from, but they're from like very popular games. I think some of them are like BioShock. I don't know. I don't know all the games that the shows are from, but they're all based on video games.
that's
Um,
cool.
and it's really dope show. So on these holiday season, I would recommend checking out next
yeah.
Secret Level.
Tarek, you haven't seen Skeleton Crew, right?
I've watched 3 episodes.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I want to circle back and have you tell me what you thought about it. I'm enjoying it, but I want to know
I
what you
can't,
take.
man. I can't.
No, no,
I just
it's not for you.
it's not for me. When kids are the main characters, I lose interest.
Yeah.
You know, I just lose interest. They're kids, and it has some lore and some elements that are dope with the pirates and the turning. The pirate stuff
Yeah.
is cool, but when
Hmm.
kids are like the main focus of the show, I just ugh.
Where in the
Yeah.
timeline does it even exist?
In the after Return of the Jedi, the Mandalorian time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
What they
after
need,
the
what they need to do is start crossing these things over and like start making.
Well, that's what they want to do, but I don't understand how they're going to shoehorn this skeleton crew thing. Is I mean, I'm enjoying it. I don't know, but I'm not taking it too serious. I guess because kind of like I still got alkalite taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
yeah.
You know, so
Pause.
eh, it's
I'm
definitely
go.
better than that. That's for dang sure. So
Yeah.
um, what else? Dune.
Yeah, I
Is
haven't even
everyone
watched.
caught up
I
on
gotta
Dune
check
Prophecy?
that out. I haven't
The
watched it
best thing since Game of Thrones? Yeah.
Yeah.
yet.
Well, hold on. Hold on
That
now.
that deep?
It's HBO. It's Game of Thrones in space.
Yeah,
I'm
you
using a
gotta
lot of
hold on. Now. Hold
analogies
on.
here.
Now, wait a
Is it
minute.
Game of Thrones in
Hold on.
space?
Yeah. No. It's Dune's last episode
Yeah.
was magnificent.
Really, really. Okay, I
Really?
need to. I haven't watched it yet. I watched it all except for that. I
I
feel
gotta
like
say,
there's a bunch of lore stuff happening that I'm missing. Because I haven't read all the novels. Tarek.
I haven't read any of Dune. I thought Dune was corny when I was younger. I used to hate when it would come on television. I was like, what is this stupid story that everyone. I used to hate when we were young. The commercials of Frank Herbert's Dune, and in the
No,
new edition, I was like, it's so stupid.
the only thing I loved of Dune was the Genesis RTS game, the Sega Genesis game where you build your army and do like it was like Command and Conquer, but for the Sega Genesis, but it was
I don't even
based on
remember that,
Dune.
dude.
wow, I don't
Yeah,
even remember that.
I
That's
love
Yeah,
that game.
you were deep in the trenches, speed.
my man. You know,
I was
was
deep.
it.
I was deep. I need to find that cartridge.
You was deep in the trenches.
I got my emulator. I can play them cartridges.
Yo, you was heavy. You was heavy.
I was
You must
heavy.
have been late to Blockbuster Video to get your video game rental.
I was I was in there
You just
deep,
had to rent that.
all sweaty with them
Yeah.
armpits all sweaty,
Uh,
waiting for that cartridge to come back.
Yo, Doom Prophecy is an amazing show. I'm almost on the verge of saying HBO don't miss. It feels like they don't miss. Creature Commander, Doom, like there hasn't been a show where I'm like, yo, they didn't really hit on that.
Right.
That they've done. So
No.
and I'm not a Doom
Yeah.
lore person. I'm not a sweaty for Doom at all.
Yeah. Penguin, Creature Commandos, Dune now. I mean, HBO's House of Dragon. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They slapping.
Yeah. Dune is that business. So
Yeah.
highly recommend. If you don't have to know anything about you don't have to have seen the other films for this to be good.
Right.
I'll say
Okay.
that.
Gosh, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about today, guys. Is something I'm forgetting?
I'm gonna predict that we're gonna get a Fantastic Four trailer tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
They just dropped
Tomorrow?
They dropped a new poster just
Okay.
30 minutes ago.
Are we gonna
really?
get it in Nosferatu? Where are we gonna see it?
Oh, I want to see
I saw the trailer for Nosferatu, Tarek, and I immediately thought of you.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a movie that Tarek would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Nosferatu. I might go
You
tomorrow.
see? I knew it.
Yeah.
I
I have
knew
a
it.
couple of friends who've
gotta
seen
see-
Mufasa,
I
and
gotta go see
they're
Mufasa.
raving about Mufasa.
Really? But Mufasa's taking the L to Sonic 3, bro. You gotta watch Sonic 3 first.
Sonic 3's got way better promo than Mufasa did. Like I
Yeah.
totally forgot Mufasa was coming out.
Yeah, all the trades are like, oh, Sonic 3 is beating Mufasa
Well, yeah, I mean, dog, that's
3-1.
action. Kids, something kids want to watch. I think, I mean, they're both kind of family movies. One's like a more fun family movie. The other one's more of like a, storytelling movie.
Yeah.
With music.
Yeah, Mufasa's for us too. Mufasa's like, yeah, I want to see how he became.
Yeah,
he
I want to see
became
how he came up. I didn't.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Fair
didn't know
enough.
he was adopted.
Yeah, right. I didn't know he was adopted. Like, oh, he got it out of the mud. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't need that story, bro. What else? I'm forgetting. Oh, I'm finally watching Vox Machina.
What?
Oh,
Yeah. Is it Vox Machina? I forget now.
that's
Vox
correct.
what? Vox Nakada?
It's Vox Machina.
Vox Machina, yeah.
Vox Nakada.
Machina.
Back.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons animated show on Amazon Prime.
That's
It's
deep.
the third season, and it's really lit. It's for adults, not for kids.
Okay.
Hey, I don't bring it up on the show, but it's a really good show because it's
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons.
it's really good.
Like,
Yeah, it's really good.
it's a really good show. I hope it's
Like-
over.
If you like Invincible, you love this.
Is it tied into like that Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No, it's his own thing. It's his own thing. But like the dragons are like the dragons. Like if you ever play Dungeons and Dragons, like these are dragons you would fight in Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
like
have not
and the
played
story is
Dungeons
really
and
good.
Dragons ever in my life, and I
No?
still enjoy the show. No,
Okay, there you go. Yes, sir.
Dope.
I guess that's it for the show today, guys. Our impromptu 400th episode of Geek Culture Congress.
on Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks, thanks for hanging out with us here on the live show. Thanks to Socks and my wife in the chat here, and everyone else who hanging out here in the live show with us. If you're listening to this on the podcast, of course, you can listen to us the audio version of this anytime you want. Just search for Geek Culture Congress podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. Tarek, let them know how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and also on YouTube currently.
And Mr. Joey Franchise.
At Joey Franchise on my personal and Franchise on Film for all.
So, yes, of course, you can follow me at DJ Speedy, JR, all the socials, follow the show, Geek Culture Congress podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, and then, of course, on Instagram, too, Geek Culture Congress. Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel is the official live home of the Geek Culture Congress podcast show. And, of course, give us a subscribe over there if you want to be part of the conversation when we are live. We try and do it each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, God willing. And next week, we'll do the 2024 recap. Yeah?
Okay,
No?
yeah.
Or we're gonna no, that would be New Year's Eve, right? Next week? No, so we ain't gonna do that. We gotta skip next week, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be back for 2025. Yeah, we'll be back for 2025. So have a good one, everybody. Be safe, and we'll catch you up on the up and up. Geek Culture Congress signing off. Peace, everybody.
Peace. Merry Christmas, everyone.